In this video, I'm going to continue with the Google Image and Google Advanced Image Search that I created in my previous video on the subject. Just recapping, go to google.com, click on Images, type in your search. The search that we were doing and will continue to deal with is we're looking for a motorcycle rider in a velodrome. And my students oftentimes, when we come to this part in this novel that I teach, will ask me, Mr. Patrick, I don't understand, what is this velodrome? Well, I thought this would be a good example because this is one of the things that we use with our students. So from there, we actually searched. Initially, it was rider in velodrome, change it to motorcycle rider in velodrome. And notice I typed it incorrectly. It was not intentional, believe me. It was a total mistake. But the nice thing about Google is it'll show you the results for what it assumes you meant. But if you truly wanted to go for what you typed, at least what they felt incorrectly, you could then click on that. And so I left this window open because this is what we got for motorcycle rider in a velodrome. Very few pictures of actual motorcycles. And then I'm going to take us to our screen where we did the advanced search. And once again, that was from this search. By clicking on settings and clicking advanced, it will take us to that next screen. And that brings us to here. Some of the changes that we made. Okay, motorcycle rider in velodrome. We had the option to type or between all the words we want. So I went with the entire thing. And once again, you can go back to the other video, but I'm just showing the changes that we made. For image size, we chose medium. Aspect ratio, we chose any. Now, what I'm talking about in this velodrome situation in the novel that I teach, it's an older situation. So black and white might be the direction to go with this. But for now, I'm going to choose any color because that could also include black or white. I wanted a photo. I click the region, which is any region. I don't really care that it's specific to somewhere. I just want my students to be able to find this. Any format, not filtered by license, most relevant results. This is a filter too, that if you're having your students do this, and anytime I do, I make sure that I don't let them click advanced search at the bottom until I've seen that they've done this. Now, yes, they could probably go back, depending on the school's parameters as far as safety issues and all of that, and uncheck that. Something like motorcycle rider in a velodrome, you wouldn't think would be risky, but you just never know. But for now, I'm just going to show most relevant results. And so at this point, we're ready to click advanced search, and we'll see which images come up compared to what we had in our original search for motorcycle rider and velodrome. And it's spinning, and I notice already that I'm getting more images of motorcycles. If I look across the top here, I already see 1, 2, that's some sort of a motorized bike, more of an old style black and white motorcycle person here. Going back to my first search, notice it was more bicycle type thing. And so when I go onto this page, if I'm scrolling down, I know that a velodrome, as described in our book, is a high wall, and someone would start at the bottom and get to the point where they're almost vertical, or they're actually on the horizontal. And this example right here would be a great example. And I could point this out to my students and say, look, the motorcycle rider there, that is what our character's talking about. It doesn't look like it's possible, but there it is. And that image may still have come up in a regular search, but having limited those parameters makes a world of difference in getting very specific in exactly what it is you're looking for. If I go back to our advanced search, suppose I wanted to go from that and strictly take it down to black and white photos, it might make a difference because, again, as I mentioned, it was older. If I limit myself to black and white photos and click the advanced search, and believe me, students can play around with this as a teacher. You might really you want to do this to find the actual specific type of image you're looking for your presentation, for class, for peers, for faculty meetings, whatever. But your students can have a lot of fun with this and really break down to exactly what they're looking for. Now I'm finding older images. I'm finding the ones that, really portray what I was looking for. In someone riding a motorcycle on a high wall, there's the image I had found before. Here are even some bicycles. But the images themselves are more suited to what I'm looking for. Clearly, you and or your students would need to know, okay, so what is it I'm looking for? What picture do I want to verify or back up what I'm trying to show? But the bottom line is, by using an image search, hey, that's great. You'll find some things. But when you go into the advanced search and really get specific with what you're looking for, your chances of finding what you want are so much greater. And I think it's a very valuable tool.